Since K-pop businesses are infamous for overworking their celebrities, they may be rather harsh with them. Additionally, there have been several tragic instances where businesses essentially coerced idols to leave their organizations. Here is a list of idols that were forced to leave their groups owing to their companies. Les Sserafim's Kim Garam. The most recent instance of a member supposedly being pulled out of the group was that of Les Sserafim's Kim Garam, who was accused of several incidents of school bullying. She went on hiatus in May, and then in July, Hybe and Source Music made the announcement that her contract had been cancelled and that she would formally depart the group despite the fact that rumors were circulating that she would return to the lineup at some point. Even though Hybe refuted the first claims, more evidence progressively arose, putting the agency and Garam in a difficult position. Multiple sources confirmed this information. According to K-pop stars, even fans of the group urged that she withdraw, which caused hashtags like #KimGaramWithdrawal to become popular topics and clogged the comment sections of the group's official social media sites. Due to this reason, fans have interpreted Garam's contract termination as simply being booted out, despite the fact that there has been no official announcement stating such a thing. Interestingly, the former member appears to have taken matters into her own hands after leaving the group, as she uploaded a statement on her friend's Instagram. According to Soojin, she vehemently disputed any allegations that she had people or made charges, including that she smoked or drank. Following this, Hybe issued a brief statement in which it claimed that further remarks are improper from its side. As a result, Garam's whereabouts at the present time remain unknown. I-dle's Soojin. Soojin looked to be expelled from I-dle on the basis of allegations made by an alleged schoolmate whose brother was allegedly tormented. This is almost exactly the same scenario that occurred with Garam. Despite the fact that Soojin disputed the allegations, actress Soojin stepped out as another claimed victim, which resulted in a singer taking a break from performing. A few months later, the firm made the announcement that Soojin would be leaving the group officially. Nevertheless, her contract with the organization will remain in effect, as reported by Soojin. In the meantime, the avalanche of accusations had also led to a police investigation, which reached the conclusion that the original accusers were not guilty of spreading false information. As a result, Soojin's contract with Q was officially terminated after the investigation came to that conclusion. 2PM's Jay Park. In spite of the fact that he is now a successful solo artist, Jay Park began his career in 2008 as a member of the boy band 2PM. It wasn't until a year after the show's premiere that his old MySpace account from 2005 was discovered. On it, he had insulted the nation of Korea and stated that he wanted to go back to Seattle, which is where he was born. His statements were deemed to be pretty offensive. It should come as no surprise that word of his statements immediately spread, and despite the fact that he issued an apology for them, many individuals continued to demand that he leave the organization. Despite this, JYP Entertainment declared that he will continue to be a member of the group. But a day later, Park himself revealed through his fancave that he would be leaving the group and returning home in order to relieve the problem, as reported by Soojin. According to several accounts, the surviving members seem to miss him, as evidenced by the fact that they called their debut album to symbolically represent his absence from the band. Since then, when he was far into his solo career, he stated on the show Pake's Spirit that his words, even if they were prompted by homesickness, were clearly immature and unacceptable, demonstrating that he has matured significantly since that time. BTS's Jimin. Jimin has mentioned on many times that he was kicked out of the lineup of BTS on multiple days, including the day before the group was scheduled to make their debut. The idol confessed to his followers that despite the fact that he had only been a trainee for a brief period of time, he had been dismissed from the group around 8 times. He went on to claim that although he was unable to specify who had opposed him joining the group, several others working for the organization had voiced their opposition. According to Jimin, the reason for this is that during his time as a trainee, he wasn't very good at dancing. Fans were disappointed when they learned this, as Jimin is one half of the primary dancers in the group and has been lauded on several occasions for his abilities. He has noted in the past that because he majored in modern dance in high school, his style of dancing is different from that of an idol group, and that this difference made it difficult for him to acclimate to the kind of choreography that BTS uses. Because of this, he came dangerously close to not making his debut with the band at all. Blackpink's Lisa. Fans have been critical of YG Entertainment for years, claiming that the company has excluded Lisa and mistreated her. She appears to have had the worst luck out of all of her members, as evidenced by the fact that fans believe she has received the cheapest fashion and is not permitted to attend gatherings. Lisa was only able to have 3 stage appearances in Korea when she was advertising her solo work, and they were all extremely hurried. In comparison, bandmate Rosie was able to promote hers for up to 2 months. In 2021, Lisa was the only member of the group who did not participate in Paris Fashion Week, despite the fact that she was an ambassador for high-end labels such as Bulgari and Soojin. Jean-Christophe Babin, CEO of Bulgari, provided an explanation on Instagram, stating that her agency had not permitted her to attend the show due to concerns regarding COVID-19, which understandably angered fans. Babin also stated that the reason for her agency's decision was because of concerns regarding COVID-19. They began a campaign to withdraw their support from YG Entertainment, which resulted in the rise of popular hashtags such as #YGLetLisaDoHerWork. We can only hope that with Blackpink's reappearance later this month, each member will have the same amount of attention and possibilities. Aespa's Giselle. Giselle, who works for Aespa, appears to be left out of many of the group events. According to Koreaboo, fans went into an uproar the previous year when Korean media outlets blacked out Giselle's face from group images. It would appear that her alleged abuse has only worsened since then. Giselle was featured in recent advertising campaigns for the cosmetics brand Club Clio Japan and the fashion label MLB Korea. Despite the fact that all of the other members' photos have been uploaded to the respective companies' social media accounts and websites, the companies were criticized for failing to upload pictures of Giselle featured in the campaigns. On their website, MLB Korea spelt the rapper's name incorrectly, using the spelling Giselle rather than the correct Giselle. Luxury company Chopard also came under criticism after it was revealed that Giselle only appeared on screen for 1 second during the 30-second advertisement that featured the 4-member ensemble. Even SM Entertainment was not exempt from the scrutiny of the fans. When each member of the group revealed their own Spotify playlist at the beginning of September, fans noted that only Giselle's appeared to be absent from the group's profile on Spotify. Later on, Giselle revealed that in order for her playlist to be included, she had to make the request personally, which angered her supporters who believed the firm was ignoring her. Giselle appears to be left out of group promotions rather frequently, and it is unclear if this is done intentionally or not. As a result of the fans' reactions, multiple trending hashtags on Twitter were created, including #GiselleDeservesBetter and #TreatGiselleFairly. Pentagon's Dawn. Although Dawn's resignation from Pentagon in 2018 was not the result of any activities that were intrinsically objectionable, his supporters undoubtedly viewed it as inappropriate behavior on his behalf. The public erupted into a frenzy when singer Hyuna, who is now Dawn's fiancé, confirmed the two's relationship on her social media platforms, seeking to be honest with her followers. This is because Cube Entertainment had previously rejected any dating rumors between the two. Hyuna is now engaged to Dawn. The couple proceeded to publicly acknowledge their connection to the press, despite the fact that Cube appeared to be uncomfortable with this development. According to Korea Times, it didn't take long for Cube to decide to cancel both of their contracts, citing the fact that the trust that existed between the artist and the agency had been breached. This effectively resulted in Dawn and Hyuna being expelled from the Pentagon. Fortunately, both of them have been able to successfully pursue successful independent careers, and they even released music together as a pair just a year ago. Furthermore, they appear to be successfully maintaining their relationship.